LeQuiche. LeQuiche by Meredith Spears. It is this gorgeous chocolatey brown color with a hint of mauve undertone to it, and it is pretty sparkly. It's got some silver flecks in it. It's just a really beautiful color. And she made this color for her best friend named LeQuiche. So that's why she named it LeQuiche. I guess they have this little joke of calling her LeQuiche. So that's why she named it that. So yeah, stay tuned. I hope you like it. I also did a contouring video. So if you guys want to see that, I will place the link in the down bar, and I'll try to place it somewhere in this video if I can figure it out. I haven't figured that out yet. So alright, I'll see you guys at the end. Bye. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go in with Sugar Kisses. It's just this pink, super, super light pink matte color. It's got a tiny bit of iridescence and sparkle to it, but not too much. So we're just going to take an angled brush like that. And we're just going to place this right into the corner here in the socket. So just like that. And you're just going to drag it in just a tiny bit, not too much. We just want all the brightness right there in the inner corner. I hope you guys like my new setup. I put a backdrop up to cancel out all that background mess, so you guys don't have to look at that, and hopefully you guys can focus more on what I got going on here. Slowly but surely, and I fixed the lighting just a little bit, so this stuff costs a lot of money to get. Those girls spend a lot of money on their videos so you guys can see them good. So just bear with me as we work our way up to fancier equipment. But you know, the more money I spend on equipment, the less money I spend on putting in your products. So I have to be very careful of what we spend our money on. So alright, so it should look like that. Alright, next we're going to go in with Butt Naked. It's a flesh tone color. I mean, it's a little bit darker than my flesh tone, and it's just, we're going to put it right here in the center of the lid. So I'm going to go in with this little flat brush. And you're just going to place that right there, right next to the Sugar Kisses and right there on the lid. But don't go all the way to the end, because we're going to leave that out for the color of the week. So you just want to pat that on the lid there. So it should look like that. And don't worry about the lines. We're going to go in and buff that out there here in a little bit. But you just want to get the color placement on there. Then we can go back in and blend everything. Alright, and then you're going to put some underneath as well. Alright, so it should look like that. And it's just, like I said, it's pretty close to my skin tone. It's just maybe just a hair darker. But we want to keep some lightness there on the center of the lid. So, okay. So now I'm going to go in with a fluffier brush, and I'm going to blend those together a little bit so you can dissipate that line. You see how that diminishes. But I'm also going to go back in with a little bit of Sure Kisses that's left on my brush, and I'm just going to go in and drag that into the butt naked a little bit more. So you have a seamless merge of colors there. So now you can't tell where one starts and one begins. Okay, so now we're going to go in with color of the week and with a crease brush. My favorites, we're going to use something like that. I'm just going to get a little bit, and this, like I said, this color is pretty sparkly, so make sure you tap the excess off good. You're going to have it all over your face. Okay, so we're just going to place it right there where you left that open, and you're just going to shove it right there into your socket. That little crevice right there. And you're just going to gently, just with windshield wiper motion, you're just going to gently bring that in. Excuse my dog. Somebody must be walking on our sidewalk. And you're just going to gently just drag it up towards the brow bone. But don't go past that bone. Just right there to leave that space for the highlighter. And then you're going to bring it underneath as well, in the corner there. You guys see what I'm doing better? Try not to use the mirror. Okay, so it should look like that. All right, and if you want to give your eye a lift, if you've got droopier type eyes, make sure you bring the eyeshadow up instead of out or down, because the more you bring it up, it's going to give you a lifted effect. So if you're older and you got, you know, a little bit of sagging eyes going on, or if you just, your eyes just naturally droop, you don't want to bring the shadow this way or drag it down. You just want to keep it, you know, the diagonal up this way. Okay. So I'm just going to go in and just buff that out with another brush. And I'm just going to buff that line out. Okay. And I'm gonna go in and just place a little bit more color underneath the lash line here. I'm gonna drag it like I did on this side. I'm gonna just drag it all the way. Not all the way. I'm gonna stop where that lightest color is. Just to smoke it out a little bit. You see that? All right, so it should look like that. All right, now we're gonna go in and do the brow bone, and we're gonna use Nudist as usual. It's just a really, really good flesh tone color. It's a little bit lighter than your flesh tone, but it just gives a natural highlight to your brow bone. It's got a tiny bit of sparkle and iridescence to it, so I really, really like this color. All right, so we're just gonna pop it right there. And I like using this little angled brush because it fits that little space just perfectly, and I just press that into that little empty space. Every time you go to the next color, you want to go back in and buff the line out so there's not a line of definition. You don't want to see where one starts and the other one stops. You just want everything to just kind of just blend seamlessly together. Now, of course, there are looks where you want things like a cut crease and those types of things. You want the line to stand out, but with just normal everyday type looks, you don't want everything to stand out too much. So, all right, so now to make this look special and not just your boring neutral. Right, so we're gonna go in and we're gonna add some glitter to the lower lash line. And this glitter I'm gonna use is Gingerbread House, and it's one of our glam glitters, and it is this gorgeous brown cappuccino glitter with flecks of gold and orange, and it's really beautiful. And it really, I mean, if you're looking for a neutral glitter that you can kind of get away with at work and people kind of be like, what are you, something, you can tell something's going on, but not really. It looks like brown liner until the light hits it and you're going to see these flecks of gold and orange. So I think it's a great way to get away with something to add some pizzazz at work. All right. So you're just going to get an angled brush and you're going to wet it with water, whatever your glitter medium is going to be. And as usual, I'm just using my Ben Nye LeQuiche. It just makes it stick and makes it pretty waterproof. Now I can see the glitter right there on my hand. So I just wet it and then make it into a little paste on my hand to where I'm going to be able to work it better. Alright, so now that I got on my brush, I'm just going to lightly line. I'm going to push it into the lower lash line there. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not like you're using regular eyeliner where you have to have this perfect line. All right, so you can see that. And the good thing about this glitter is it goes on fairly thin. So you can either put as little or as much on as you want. So depending on how much you want it to stand out. Of course, the more you pack it on, the more it's gonna stand out. So, and I think this will look beautiful on basically on all eye colors, just because of the color combination that's in these. Yes, it's got a brown glitter base, but with flecks of orange and gold, and it's got what's called neon green, but doesn't show up neon green. It just shows up iridescent. So you see I can see it in the camera. When the light hits it, it just kind of twinkles. So that's what you're seeing. It kind of reflects all different sorts of colors. Okay. So that's about it. I'm just going to go in and I'm going to top it with some liquid liner. I've recently switched liquid liners because I know you guys have heard how much I love these Revlon Color Stay liquid eye pens. The last two I purchased have been, I bought one for myself and then I bought one for my daughter, and they both have just been really, really crappy. I don't know if they've changed the formula or what, if I've just magically picked up two pens that don't work that well, but the color is not coming out in the pen, and I have to keep going over it and over it, and then when you go over it, it removes what you've already done, and it's just, I don't understand what they do, but it's not the same. So I went back to L'Oreal. I was using this in the beginning, not the same one, but they have a new one now. This a different brush on it. This is L'Oreal's Lanure Intense in Carbon Black. And the whole thing for me in liquid liner is the brush, because if I don't have a lot of control, it's very hard for me to line my lids. So, okay, I'm gonna try and do this. I'm gonna show you how to curl your eyelashes really quick. Okay, so the trick to doing this is not clamping down and holding it there for seconds upon seconds. So I start here at the base and I clamp once, and then I walk it up to the middle and I clamp it down again, and then I walk it to the very tip of the lashes. Then I make one more clamp. So you're getting a curl and not a crimp. Because if you just go in and just do the base, you're getting a crimp instead of a curl. You don't want your lashes crimped. And curl your eyelashes, people. I know you guys don't think it's a big deal, but the more your eyebrows and your eyelashes, people, if you curl your eyelashes, it's going to open up your eye area and just give you these big, it makes a lot of difference, especially when you put on your mascara. Use is this L'Oreal. That's great. That's freaking great news. If you saw the mess I have here right now, you would just not believe it. Where is Gabriella? All right, it says L'Oreal Double Extend. It is black on one end, so we're going to put the black on first. All right, and the best part of this mascara is the other end. The other end is this awesome burgundy sparkle. See that? So this is going to brighten up my eyes since it's burgundy and I have hazel eyes. It's just going to give me this pop of sparkle here. So you just go in and shove it into the lashes. It's got this ball on here, so it's great to get the stuff in the lashes. So it just makes my eyes really twinkle. Brush my brows with some brow gel to get all the foundation and stuff out. And another tip is brush the ends of your brows up. That also lifts the eye area. Anything you can do to lift your eye area is going to make you look younger. So I'm just going to use this Ofra lip liner in Baby Doll. It's just a pinky nude. So now I'm going to go in with this new salty lipstick that I made. It is called Birthday Suit, and it's just this really nude. It looks really dark in the container. See how dark it looks, but when I put it on, it's just this really light mauve color. And it smells delicious. And hopefully these will be out on September 20th, which is a Friday. And the good things about our lipsticks is you want to put them on with a brush, but if you're just looking for, you just want a sheer wash of color, you can apply them like lip gloss, or yeah, just like a chapstick almost, and just use your fingers and you'll get a sheer wash. But if you want more of a lipstick type effect, then you want to use a lip brush and apply it. And you want to get in there really good and so yeah. What do you guys think? I think it looks gorgeous. And this lipstick is so smooth and it's shiny and it smells amazing. I want to say it's like strawberry vanilla with a hint of chocolate. Smells yummy. Hopefully you guys liked this and you got to see from beginning to end pretty much. I did do a video on how I contoured my face before I did this video, so I only have one eye on and half this eye done. So if you watch that and you guys want to learn how to contour a little bit, then go ahead and watch that before you watch this one. Obviously, if you're watching that first, then you're not going to know that. Anyway, so yeah. Color of the Week, LeQuiche by Meredith Spears. It is 25% off, and that's going on all week. So, hope you liked it, and we'll see you on Lipsmack. Bye.